Everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Walking Dead Daryl Dixon video. So there's a lot of information that came out for the show, a lot of new promotion, and a lot of announcements for things that are just really exciting. So yeah, I'll break down all the new information that we have here for the show, all the latest information that we have in general. And so yeah, before we go any further, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want to get all my Walking Dead content like this. The show is returning in just 19 days now. So yeah, there's quite a bit here. And the first thing that I want to get into here is regarding I guess Warzone and Call of Duty. So Call of Duty, I'm getting this from their website here. They actually announced today a bunch of new stuff in terms of events and all of that. And one of the things that they're going to be doing here is Daryl Dixon is actually going to be a character that you can actually play, it seems like, in Warzone. And yeah, some really exciting stuff here. I see that there's like this overall new events here. There's an event happening that's called the Walking Dead Road to Terminus. I'm not entirely sure what that means. There's also some bundles, and you do see Daryl Dixon as well. Why this is really amazing, first of all, is because they did this with Rick and Michonne, and obviously that promotion was just incredible. And I honestly kind of thought that they weren't going to do that with Daryl Dixon or with Dead City, but the fact that they did this with The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon tells me that they're going to do this with The Walking Dead Dead City as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to, I guess, Negan and Maggie, I guess, appearing in Warzone next, February or March or something like that. That's most likely what they're going to do, right? Like if they're doing it with Daryl right now, and before they did it with Rick and Michonne, they're probably going to do it with Maggie and Negan. I will say though, there's no option to play as Carol, so I'm not entirely sure why, but in terms of playing as Daryl, I mean, that's really amazing. I'm re-downloading the game right now to play this. Season 6, it seems like, for Warzone starts on September 18th. They announced a bunch of other operators as well. There's like Michael Myers, Art the Clown from Terrifier and whatnot. So yeah, very cool stuff. I'm definitely going to be replaying this. What I actually found really interesting though is the fact that, I mean, obviously you do have like the other, I guess, look for Daryl. That's more of his classic look, but there's actually a Daryl here where he does have the CRM uniform on. And this is really interesting because I just never thought I would see Daryl in a CRM uniform. And I know that Rick was available, earlier this year. I just don't know if he had the CRM uniform at all though. I'm pretty sure, he had the murder jacket, but I don't remember if he actually did. So just really insane. I mean, I do think that at some point in the story, we'll get something like this. Although I guess technically not, because there is the red stripes, and that was more of a Major General Beale thing. Though actually technically not. Like the only thing that really changed with the CRM was, just a lot of the rules that Beale had overall, like not being allowed to leave the CRM, this and that. That's really the only thing. Like now they go out and help people, right? And that's basically the only difference. But a lot of the military is still there. They're still going to be operating and doing that. It's just that a lot of the structure that Beale had there, that's all completely gone now. And the military is more used to actually go and, bring supplies to people and all of that. So it's very possible that at some point in the future, we could see Daryl in a CRM uniform like this. So yeah, just really incredible to actually see this. I mean, honestly, like my first reaction to seeing this was just pure excitement. Like I can't even believe we're getting Daryl Dixon in a CRM uniform. Like this is going to make me play the game like 100%. And so I'm really excited. I mean, again, this is like really incredible promotion for the show. I didn't think they were going to be doing this. I thought this was just for the ones who lived, because it really seemed like, and that's the thing too, like looking back at the ones who lived, they only really started to promote the show a week or two beforehand. And when I say start to promote the show, I just mean where, it's like constant promotion. There's so much happening. And the reason why I point that out a lot is because back in the day with, the Walking Dead original series, it felt like there was so much all the time. And I noticed with the spin-offs now, it's more, it happens a week or 2 or 3 weeks beforehand. And then they really go all out though, in terms of promoting. Like back in the day, it wasn't really a lot of promotion for The Walking Dead. I think maybe what they're doing, and I don't know, I'm just sort of speculating, but maybe what they're doing now is just doing way more promotion for the show and having characters appear in games, this and that, but they're doing it for a shorter amount of time around the time when the show actually airs to, promote the show that much more. And instead of promoting it, I don't know, however many months beforehand, a month or 2 beforehand, when people aren't really paying attention to it too much. I mean, I have no idea. I'm literally just speculating, but it does feel like the promotion is a lot less. I mean, maybe that's not the case. Like I was looking at last year actually, and I didn't realize that there was constant Walking Dead content almost all year. Like earlier in the year, there was a break of, I don't know, however many months, but starting in May, there was Fear the Walking Dead until June, which was Dead City, and then that lasted until July. We had a break for basically August. Daryl Dixon aired in September, ended in October, which Fear the Walking Dead picked back up, ended in November, and then we had a break for December and January, and then The Ones Who Live aired in February going into literally the end of March. And so like the break we've had since then up until now has been like the longest break ever. So I guess maybe that's why it feels like there's just not a lot coming out right now, which definitely is, it's not as exciting as a Walking Dead fan. Because I think Walking Dead fans want a lot more content. And right now, like, yes, there's going to be a Rick and Michonne announcement, I'm sure, at some point in the future, but there's nothing to look forward to in terms of that right now. We're just really going based off of what Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera have been saying. And so really the only two shows are Daryl Dixon and Dead City, and so it just feels like there needs to be more shows or just more content, more Walking Dead content. There was the whole like more Tales of the Walking Dead universe show that they announced. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but there hasn't been an update on that. But speaking of updates regarding all of this here, next month New York Comic Con is going to be happening, but I don't know if The Walking Dead's going to be there because it seems like The Walking Dead is going to PaleyFest. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it looks like they're actually going there instead. And I don't know, maybe they still go to both, but I'm just looking at it because PaleyFest, I believe, is, well, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon specifically, is going to be there on October 19th, and New York Comic Con, I think, is happening around that same time as well. It's like around that same weekend as well. And so I'm assuming because you're having the whole cast and everything here at this, PaleyFest or whatever in New York, that I don't know if they're going to be going to New York Comic Con. I mean, maybe they'll go to both, but I feel like if anything, they're just, going to one event. I don't know if they'll go to both, but the really exciting thing about this, though, is that Scott Gimple's going to be here. Showrunner David Zabel, director Dan Percival, Norman Reedus, Melissa McBride, and Louis, I can't say his last name, but it's the actor who does play Laurent on The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. And so really exciting because obviously if you're going to get Scott Gimple there, like there's going to be an update there on the Walking Dead universe. And I'm sure he senses that a lot of fans are really, like they want some more content. They want more stuff to be excited about. And so I'm hoping that he gives a really good update there. Obviously the focus is going to be on the Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, but there's always questions about the Walking Dead universe. I'm sure there's going to be an update on Rick and Michonne as well, and just what's going on overall, like with the universe. And so that's going to be a day to really look forward to. And I think actually during this is the Saturday, so October 19th, they are going to be showing episode 4 to, I guess, everyone who's in attendance here at the event. But episode 4 is going to be airing the next day for everyone else. So yeah, we'll get to watch the next day, but we'll see some early reaction to the episode, I guess, on that day. So yeah, I'm definitely really excited for this. I mean, this event is going to be a really big event. I actually think it's going to be bigger than Comic-Con because Comic-Con, yes, we got the trailer. I think at this event here, they're not going to really show a trailer or anything, but announcements and any of that is really what to look forward to. It's kind of interesting because now we're at the point where it's a little more exciting to hear from Scott Gimple over, some of the actors and whatnot, just because obviously he has all the information regarding the Walking Dead universe and what's happening in the future and all of that, right? So yeah, he wasn't there at Comic-Con in the summer in San Diego, so he's going to be here in New York at PaleyFest, and so I'm really interested in seeing what he has to say about the Walking Dead universe and whatnot, and yeah, any updates that we're going to get or whatever is likely going to happen then. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Now, we also did get something else, and I don't know if this is fan-made or anything like that, but I just thought this poster looked absolutely incredible, so I might as well talk about it. But yeah, this is for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, the Book of Carol. I got this here from at TWDU_fans on X, and it says brand new season September 29th. Really amazing artwork here. You see Daryl here, and then obviously Carol's there. This really reminds me of season 2, and I really feel like that's really intentional, that this season specifically is going to have a lot of callbacks to season 2 of The Walking Dead. And I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense, right? Like that season really was a really incredible season for Daryl and Carol. It was the first time they really started to form any sort of connection at all. And yeah, it's going to be really cool to see all the connections to Sophia and whatnot. I know that's obviously going to be a big focus, and yeah, I'm excited about that. One other thing here, but I'll probably do a video talking about this. I just want to gather some more information regarding this, but apparently what Carol said in terms of whoever came back might not be a reference to Rick. And so I'm just really, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about there, but I want to gather a lot more information in terms of what Gimple actually said, or if it was Melissa McBride that actually said that. And yeah, because obviously I've already talked about this before, so I don't really want to talk about the same thing again, but if there's new information regarding this, then I will talk about it. So I'll see what that is. But yeah, I mean, if if Melissa McBride or Scott Gimple was saying that it's not, what we expect, then I'm really curious as to what that means overall. Like, she said someone came back, or at least I'm assuming it's someone came back. I mean, obviously there's a lot of possibilities, and we've talked about that a lot in the past. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously that's going to be a big question here. Like, does Carol tell Daryl about Rick? I will say, if it's not about Rick, then I don't know if that's necessarily, I don't know, I guess it depends on what the actual explanation is there. If it is something that it just seems really random and unrelated, then I definitely would be disappointed. It doesn't really make the biggest difference, I would say, if he does find out that Rick's there, because he's still not seeing Rick, right? Like, I think that's what I'm really mostly looking forward to. So overall, I don't really care. I mean, obviously him finding out about Rick is exciting. That'd be a really cool scene to see. But I think, if Carol doesn't even know that Rick made it back yet, that's also another aspect to this that makes it really exciting, right? Because Carol doesn't even know that Rick and Michonne came back yet. So, I mean, maybe that's why the timeline is so close. I have no idea. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave it here though. Definitely post all your thoughts down below. I'm going to be getting to work on some other videos and whatnot. The Q&A is coming out tomorrow, so if you do want to take part in this Q&A, I'm going to be recording this tomorrow, so you do have some time. Definitely go and join the Discord. There's a Q&A channel there, and just post your question there regarding The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, or anything related to The Walking Dead just in general. So, yeah, I hope to see you guys there. Post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.